Cool. Looks like we are live. What is going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of the Character Ranker. I'm supposed to say Narik Chase channel. I'm your boy Narik Chase, and with me I have Madam B and the firefighters. I don't know. Yeah, that's a firefighter. Anyway, excuse the noise. We are on episode 5 of Character Ranker, and in this episode we are going to be ranking Sissy Spacek, told you, Sissy Spacek as Carrie from the 1976 film version of Carrie. Now, Carrie is, Carrie White is a young woman, actually a teenager, who ends up developing telekinetic type powers. And
she's always had them.
Yeah. But anyways, for those who don't know, she is from the story. In fact, one of the very first book that Stephen King published was Carrie. So she is a pretty prominent character in his story. That's a chick. But go to rhyming. Use that one. Why would you exit? Okay. But anyways, we're gonna be doing this character ranker. Let's go ahead and get into it. Now, the character of Carrie's. Now let me stop. I was trying to start doing with K. When Carrie continues to, you know what I mean? K.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright then, let me stop playing. Alright, let's go ahead and get into this character ranker. Okay, as far as the character is concerned. Now, you haven't read Carrie.
No.
I haven't read Carrie. But we're going to go off what we've seen off the film. Now, as a character, do you think the character was actually good?
Yes, that character, yes.
Alright. I think the character was also pretty good too. Now, I hate characters that don't really have backbones. That if everybody in the world says they suck, they just be like, well, I suck and this. And I don't really like characters like that. That was one of the problems I had with the main protagonist in the book Fallen, because that's what she was. Every time somebody talked down on her, that's all she ever did, and she really had no reason to be like that.
Who, Carrie?
No. In the girl in the book. Oh. She really didn't have a reason to be like that. Now, as far as Carrie's concerned, I can understand it.
Yeah, she had a bitch mom.
Yeah, so then, and then all these kids were like bothering her and stuff. Which I really wish that could have been like one or two kids been like, hey, let's hang out or something. Like, I never buy that somebody's like completely isolated like that. I never do. Okay, I don't know, because when I was in school, that how it was.
It made it seem like she was the only one that they picked on out of the whole school. Yes. Out of everybody in the whole school, yes. She was the only one they picked on. They're like, there were no other nerds or anybody like that. Like, she was the only one. So yeah, I do understand that.
But I do, like a character, I do sympathize with the character, and there is something of a developing arc for the character, because she does go from being this shy girl to being a little bit more open, especially when it gets to the like the final act of the movie, where was it Tommy asked her out, and she kind of stood up to her mom. But in fact, she did stand up to her mom.
Yeah, she locked her in the closet.
Yeah. So you do get a bit of and I like that. I like that. She didn't remain that way. So as far as the character is concerned, I actually have no problem with the character. I actually like the character.
Yeah, but look how long it took her though.
I mean, it took her the whole movie and 14 years after that. I mean, before that. But just like generally as a character. Like I said, we haven't read the books, so we're not comparing it to the books. If we had read, we would compare. But since we hadn't, we're not doing that. So as far as the character is concerned, we will say that it was actually a really good and deep character. And I will say she was a pretty deep character. Now, was she deep? Or was it the circumstances? Remember we were talking about The Shining, and we were talking about the wife, and I'm like, is it the fact that she's a likable character, or is it fact that it was the circumstances that made her a likable character.
Well, they never really did get into it. Like that.
Like I think she's a good character. I don't think she's a deep one from what we see in the movie. Because I don't know.
I mean, she made her own clothes, but.
I mean, that's good quality. That's good quality. But it's like I've never seen like. Did she like rabbits or something like that? Did she like eating pizza? What kind of television shows did she watch when her mom let her actually watch TV?
Let her watch TV. All she had to read, all she read was the Bible.
Yeah, I would like to see. But then again, okay, it seems like a kind of a circumstantial type thing.
Yeah.
Because it does seem like everybody else pretty much are dicks. But okay, that's it for the character. Now, let's talk about that performance.
Well, back in them days, of course, when it came on TV, you had to kind of turn up the volume a little more because she was very soft-spoken and Carrie. So, now I don't know, maybe with character or is she really soft-spoken? But the performance, okay, yeah.
I gotta give it to Sissy Spacek. I'm gonna butcher her name. I'm gonna call her Space, and that's another reason I told you to get over there. The air is flowing over there. But so I did like her performance. Now I watched this character a long time ago when I was a kid. Kind of remembered it. Yeah. Went back I ended up watching the 2013 version when it came out. And I was like, I kind of liked the movie. There were some things they did in the movie. I was like, could have been done better. Yeah. But I would say what that movie did better than the old one. They get exposition on the mom. I would give her that. I would give them that. But it had me intrigued. I said, let me go back and watch the original. See if it still kind of stood the test of time. And yes, the movie is somewhat dated in some aspects, but I will say she did a fantastic performance. Sissy Spacek, got it. Sissy Spacek did a great performance with this character. There are some moments where she does tend to get a little bit over the top.
Like,
kind of when you see these moments where she's kind of being like. Horrified or taunted, it seems just a little bit over the top, a little bit. Like she's like
when she got her cycle.
That scene I was like, okay, based on how she grew up, yes, I can get that. I get that. Okay, fine. But the part that she nailed it. I mean, like I said, the majority of the movie she was good. She was good. I mean, there was some when she was kind of scared or some stuff like that. Yes, a little bit over top here and there. But the part that she nailed it, and honestly, a lot of people can't do this. A lot of people I've seen try to do this but can't do it well. Be emotional with just your eyes. The part when she finally snaps, she caught it. She caught the look in her eyes. And like the whole time was like, okay, she is serious. She's hurt. She's fucking pissed.
I can do that.
And that's why I picked this specific picture. Like me. Like the eyes. Like I tried. God. Hold on. Okay. You get the picture.
Yes, I get the picture.
Literally, you get the picture. Yeah. But anyways, I just love that performance. I love that. That was really one. That's like when people say I compare it to the Tom Hardy's version of Bane. You can't see his face, but you can see the intelligence and the look in his eyes. Mm-hmm. Fantastic job. She definitely nailed that.
Like she went from innocence to just pissed and like
it was like scared to like yes. So I give it to her.
Innocent, scared, and like when she, when the blood got on the pig's blood, she was like, scared, embarrassed, And then when she saw the people, laughing at her, she was like, you know what? This is too much. And then she was like, boom. I love that part when it's like her eyes was closed, but they wasn't. And it's like it got wider. It's like, and she was like, oh no, you ain't going nowhere.
Like that's a good, and it's like within 30 seconds. It's like she's smiling, she's happy, she's shocked, she's pissed. Great transition. It takes talent to do that. And I overall look of the character. What did you think? I found it actually, from what I've read on the character, seems like that's the character. Like, she just looks like it. Modest. She does seem like she has a very shy, very withdrawn look to her, and of course the whole religious aspect of how she dresses too. Like sometimes when she did that, I was like, okay.
Yeah, I nailed it.
But I think the character design was actually, because like she's a regular person. She's not like a superhero or anything like that. So as far as the look, I think they cast a woman that does like look the part. That did look the part. Mm-hmm. Okay.
That can take the part and do something with it.
Mm-hmm. Now, as far as her and the movie itself, then, what did you think about that? The movie.
It was good.
I said her role in the movie. I think it was. I think she was done well enough as the center of it, but I still say that should have kind of gave a little bit. And like I said, it goes back to the 2013. We get a little bit more exposition on the character, which I wish they would have done a little bit more of her, because like I said, I like her character, but is she a deep character, or is it because she's a tragic character that you like her?
Well, for that character, I wish they would have just changed the actress.
Oh, which one?
On the 2013. I mean, some people might agree that she did a good job, but
I think she did a good job.
It was just her that I could not find. It was unbelievable. I couldn't. Not unbelievable, like shocked. Wow, yeah, she did good. It was like I didn't want to believe it. Like she didn't fit the role for me. So.
All right, and since you're good with a few older actors and actresses, if you could.
Tell me I'm old as hell.
No, it's why, because you have an affinity for older movies. Anyway, if you could cast another person in this role, in fact, it doesn't. As far as this character is concerned, who would you pick?
Oh, as far as the old one?
It could be anybody from that time period. It could be anybody from now. It doesn't really matter. I'm thinking of Olivia Thirlby.
Who?
Olivia Thirlby. She played in the. You ever seen the movie Juno?
Yeah.
The Friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I come to respect her as an actress. She's good with comedy. She's good with action. She seemed like she would be well, and I would like to see her in a horror movie like this, because this is drawn on emotion for the character, and I think she could pull it off potentially.
The only reason why I didn't in the other movie, I couldn't believe her as a Carrie, the character, is because from seeing her in other movies where she's popular, or she's very cute. You're not
gonna let us get to her review, are you? You want to spoil it all now?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I can't let you do that. That's for the next video.
Oh.
Of her version.
I didn't know. I thought we were just gonna mash it together. My bad, you guys.
We could do a versus later. That would be a good break of the base, actually. Bring all 4 Carries onto the screen and talk about which one did the best performance. But we're not doing it now. We're on character ranker.
4.
I believe it is 4. Well, anyways, gotta be lost. But overall, what are your impressions? What would you grade her as? Like, what are the best things about it, and what would you grade her as?
I mean, she played the role really good. So, I give the character a 4 out of 5.
Okay, okay. And I'll say this: I did really enjoy her as an actress. I think she did a great job with the character. Um, and again, I will bring up the actress did at some points to me did a little bit over the top, especially with the character's reaction to certain situations. And I'm still in the question of, is she a likable character? Is she a good character? Or is it the fact that she's a tragic character that makes her likable? So I'm kind of weighing those two options. But having said that, I really did enjoy the movie, and I enjoyed that character in the movie. So I'm with you. I will give this character a 4 out of 5. So you heard our thoughts on the Sissy Spacek version of the character, how we ranked her. Wow. I'm butchering this girl's name.
Space Grits.
Space Grits.
Yeah.
Sissy Space Grits. But anyways, guys, in the comment section below, let us know, what would you grade Sissy Space Grits, Spacek's version of Carrie White, and let us know some important points of interest of the character if you have read the book. In fact, have you read the book, and have you seen the movie? And let us know which one you think, as far as the portrayal of the character, is done better. Also, be sure to hit that like, share, subscribe, and that notification button to get the best of what's going on this channel, as well as stay tuned on Tuesdays and Thursdays for more videos, guys. And me and Madam B will catch you guys later. Peace out.